Good morning, class 7. Let us continue with the remaining portion of chapter 4 adjectives. I urge you to keep your books open before you at page 37. Today we'll learn use of adjectives of quantity and number. We begin with any. Remember, since we are learning about the usage of these adjectives, any is used in a negative sentence. Okay? Example, she hates fish, so she does not eat any. Now, what is a negative sentence, children? A negative sentence is an assertive sentence that implies a negative meaning and that includes words in the negation like no, not, never. So, this sentence here clearly is a negative sentence, and we use the not here after does because we use any here. Hence, she hates fish, so she does not eat any. In the second example, don't you have any books to read? Question mark. This is an interrogative sentence in the negative form, which is implied by the use of don't. So, don apostrophe t, don't, is the contracted form of do not. This is also a negative sentence where we have used any. Some. In contrast to the usage of any, some is used in affirmative sentences. Affirmative sentences are those that imply a meaning in the affirmation. So, this will not include words like no, not, never. Let us take these examples. I am sure I will return to my country someday. He will be here in some time. You will notice that none of these two sentences imply any negative meaning. Therefore, these are clearly used. Some is clearly used here in the affirmative forms. Now, moving on to other adjectives of quantity and number. Few, of few, the few, little, a little, the little. Here you will find few is used for countable nouns. Okay, few, of few, the few. All the three are used for countable nouns, and little, a little, the little are used for uncountable nouns. Now, there is a slight difference in the meaning of these sets. Few means almost none. Okay, if I say I have very few friends, it means I hardly have any friend. A few means some. Okay, that means I may use a few in a sentence like there are a few chocolates left in the jar, which implies there are some number of chocolates left in the jar. The few means when we use the few, we actually refer to, although the number is less, we refer to the entire number. So, it is although less in entire number. This is how we use the few. Example, the few friends I have were all invited to the party. So, this means that the few friends, my friends in number are already less, but those less number of candidates were all invited to the party. Clear? Similarly, we use little, a little, the little. Little again, almost none or hardly none. A little, some. The little, although little in number, but expressed in its entirety as a whole. So, with a sentence with little, there is little time left for the train to leave. So, little time is hardly any time. It's almost it's time that the train is about to leave. a little, there is a little juice left in the jug. This refers to some amount of little, a little, the little, and used for uncountable nouns like I told you. So little juice, uncountable noun, juice, and the little is used as in the little milk that was left in the jug was all drunk by the cat. That means it was already, the milk was already little in amount, in amount, in quantity, and that entire quantity was being drunk by the cat. So this is how we use few, a few, the few, little, a little, the little. Now moving on to many and much. Many is used for countable nouns. That means it refers to the number of the noun, and much is used for uncountable nouns. It is used to imply the quantity of the noun. Fine. For example, we lived in this part of the city many years ago. So many years, years is the noun which is countable, so we can use many with the noun years here. Much, you have spent too much of time on this work. Time is uncountable, right? So we can say that you have spent too much of time. Okay, so we can use the adjective of quantity much for the uncountable noun time. Adjectives that indicate age are older, oldest, elder, eldest, younger, youngest. These are usually used in order to indicate age of the noun. Remember, after older and oldest, after older we use then, after younger we use then, because these are in the comparative degrees. Before oldest we use the, before youngest we use the, before eldest we use the, but after elder we use to, we do not use the. Remember, elder is used for family relations, to indicate family relations, and older, oldest are used outside family. For example, Sam is the older of the two boys. Okay, Sam is older than the rest of the boys of the class, or Sam is the oldest of all the boys in the class. Here there is no family relation that we are indicating, therefore older and oldest can be used. But when we use elder and eldest, it is used only for family relations, like my sister is elder to me by 2 years. You will notice I have not used the, I have used to. My sister is elder to me. Or of the 5 sisters, Reshmi is the eldest. Again, this implies a family relation. All the 5 sisters are sisters by blood relations, and hence the adjective eldest is being used here. Likewise, for younger and youngest children, younger and youngest can be used for family relations, or it can be used outside family relations also. Now moving on to adjectives of time and position. Adjectives of time and position, page 39. So adjectives like late, later, latest, latter, last, next, these are the adjectives or words which are used as adjectives of time or position. Late, later, latest are used as adjectives of time to indicate time, and latter, last, next are used to indicate position. For example, why are you late? Late here refers to time, stands for time. Next is later. She is later than I expected. Later again here indicates to time. Latest, this is the latest news. Latest again here refers to children, the recent news that I have received. Hence all these three stand for time. Latter, last and next for position. If I say The latter pages of this book have turned yellow. Latter pages here means the pages towards the end or latter than the in position than the pages that I am comparing it to towards the beginning of the book. So latter here refers to the pages which are positioned towards the end of the book. Last, as in you can stand in the last line. Okay, you can stand in the last line. Last there also refers to position. Next, my house is next to the post office. Here next to the post office again talks about the position of my house. So this is all from this chapter, children. We have completed adjectives. I request you to complete the exercises on pages 39. That's I think is the last. That is I think the last exercise in your book in this chapter. So you can finish this. We will move on to the next chapter from our next class. Thank you so much, children. Have a nice day. Bye bye.